Not Enough Nelsons are a terrifyingly exploitative family channel with 16 children, and trust me guys, this next bit is gonna come as a huge shock, so brace yourselves. They're from Utah, and they're Mormon. I honestly feel as though someone's just copy and pasting these family channels at this point, when in reality, the number of children in a situation like this should not be increasing at all after 15 at least. Can we agree on that? What should be increasing, however, is my subscriber count, so get on that. Make like a Utahnian Mormon and subscribe to the channel. Is Utahnian a real? That's definitely not a real term, but it is now. Also, I'm in Vietnam right now, so if you don't subscribe, I've learned from the people here. I'm gonna start a revolt Ho Chi Minh style, and you will live to regret it. Anyways, let's talk about the Nelsons, shall we? Have a look at their YouTube channel first. They have a whopping 5 million subscribers, or, well, 5.36 million to be exact. That is outrageous that I rounded that down to 5 mil when, when they have 5 mil plus more subscribers than I currently have overall. And I would never in my wildest dreams round down my sub count to 0. That would crush me. So already I've messed up. I almost want to restart the recording here because I've messed up horrific. Please forgive me. Anyway, let's have a look at this bio here. We are the Not Enough Nelsons family. They yelled that. They're just so excited. They've got 7 biological kids and 9 adopted ones. They've also got about 2 billion links here. And this massive castle house as well that we'll talk a bit more about later. It's in Utah, but they've moved out to, I'm going to say it here, to dodge child exploitation laws, but we'll talk about that in just a second. I'll tell you what, they love shouting at people via text, don't they? Like, look at the description to this video. Are we selling the castle house? Where are we moving? Are we building our house in Maui? I don't know. What? Stop, please. You're scaring me. I don't know the answer to these questions. You screaming them at me is genuinely terrifying here. They've got this website here, Not Enough Nelsons at the top there, where it's a very professional looking website, I'll give them that. But anyways, let's have a look at the children, which is not a sentence I thought I'd be saying at any point in my life. Our kids, and then you've got them all here. Some of them have very, like, I don't know what these names are. You got Kennedy, Johnny, Jane Lee, Cassidy, Lily, Sadie, Navy, what, like, Navy the color? Delaney, Paisley, Presley, Elsie. What is going on here, man? This is like the most stereotypical influencer child naming system ever. They're really not helping that stereotype of, like, influencers naming their children just the worst fucking possible names. Like, you're not special, man. Just name your kid Isabel or something. Isabel's that's a lovely name. I love that name. Try so hard to be different, man. It's just cringe. It's just so cringe. They've got a shop as well, by the way, because of course they do. You can buy a t-shirt with just says Not Enough Nelsons on it. And on the back, it's the names of all of the children. Who is buying this fucking shirt, man? Like, could you imagine wearing that shirt and someone coming up to you and asking, like, oh, I like your shirt, man. What's with all the names on the back? And you have to explain to them that it's the names of the children of a family that you've never met in your life. Oh, it's just this family channel that I just love watching these children day in, day out. It's just unhinged, man. They also sell a lot of period kits for... Anyone old enough to be having periods should not be watching this channel. And if you were, why the fuck would you get your period kit from the Not Enough Nelson? Just go to Amazon or like Boots or whatever shop you have in America. I'm sure they're not hard to find. Anyway, they've made a very convenient video here where they explain the birth and adoption stories of every one of their children. And like, the thing is, the description of these videos, it makes it painfully obvious why they have this many children. Wow, can you believe 16 kids? This is something that you'll soon come to find, especially during the duration of this video, is that they haven't had these children because of some genuine passion that they have for, like, I don't know, being parents or whatever. It's all exploitative. Like, they only have 16 children because they understand that the shock value of saying they have 16 children is absurd, and that people will be more likely to watch a channel that they're like, well, what the fuck, 16 kids? This is fucking crazy. That's why they do it. That is the only reason why they do it. I think it's been scientifically proven that, like, based on overwhelming evidence, that if you have any more than 5 children, it becomes virtually impossible to divide your attention fairly and ethically between each one. Now, that's no hate towards families that have more than 5 children. There are a multitude of different reasons why that might happen. But bottom line, I'm sure that we can all agree that if you're not someone who genuinely cares for your kids and plan to exploit them for money and celebrityhood, then you should not be having that many children. You shouldn't be having any children if that's your plan, to be honest with you. It's like Shari Frankie said, there is no ethical or moral family channel. It's one thing. You know what? Let's just watch this video, shall we?
We were married almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years when we had...
Da, 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 da. Oh my goodness.
Kennedy! So Kennedy was 2 years old, and then next we had... Cassidy! 2 years after that, not even quite 2 years, only 20 months, we have Trey!
I gotta duck my head here. There you go, Trey. I don't know how many years of your life you went by Trey, and then what happened?
And I switched it up a little bit, and I started going by Bruce as well.
Yes, his
Can't
birth.
lie, I like the...
Not even 20 months later, we had JD! So at this point, we had 4 kids under the age of 5. I didn't even know that was possible, but evidently it's possible.
What was that boing sound? Oh, we have 15 children, and it's like this boing sound effect. What does that add to the fucking video, man? This is what I mean. It's like, this is why no one old enough to have periods is watching this channel. I like to think that people with functioning brains demand a little bit more from their entertainment, personally. Also, this girl on the right does not look like she's enjoying her time. That is the fakest smile I've ever seen. But as I was saying, it's one thing if you're, I don't know, a politics channel or even a commentary channel, and your child happens to be in a video every now and then. That's whatever, right? There's ways that can be like fine. But when your channel, when your career even is solely based upon your children and your family even, but especially your children, then it's fucked. Like, that is just, it is inherent. There's no way to convince anyone that that isn't exploitative. That is you using your children, in a lot of cases, embarrassing your children, like showing them pissing themselves or whatever, purely to become some sort of weird celebrity. Because you had this dream of being famous and complete, like, vain dreams since a kid, but you don't have any actual fucking talent, so you just use children. And you think, oh no, but we're so untalented that just having children won't be enough, so we need to have the most children ever. That is this family, man.
Decided, it was really actually a special moment, we decided to start adopting. So then, our first adoption was Bridget! I was looking through these beautiful pictures of these children that are available for adoption in Russia, and we found our
Journey, man. Why are you naming your kid Journey? You know, Isabel is fine. Isabel's a lovely name. Have I said that already? I don't know if I said that already. I tried to record this, but like 20 minutes in, I realized I wasn't recording. Or maybe I said it during this recording. If I did, I have this weird obsession with the name Isabel that I had no idea about until today. It's a pretty name. It's a nice name, though. It's a pretty name. Big up all the Isabels watching this. There's sure to be a few. On a real, though, Isabel, if you don't subscribe to the channel, you will be the first victim of this Ho Chi Minh-style revolt that I'm planning.
Knew that we were looking for a little girl, and her name was Lily. And so we were looking and looking for a little girl named Lily, but meanwhile, we had a little...
Why is the camera slowly panning around these people like an action scene in like a chase movie or something? So, oh yeah, let's get this dynamic camera movement for these two parents boringly explaining where they adopted their children from and are now basically abusing for content.
Foster placement that came to our house, and her name was... And then one morning, I made a phone call, and on the phone, I was talking to a lady, and she said,
I'm gonna guess where this story goes. Did you end up adopting a child? I'm just placing my bets, you know? I'm a gambling man, you see. Right, so I think I've got a pretty good case to make that prediction, right? I'm not sure if you agree with me here, but let's just carry on, right? Because I'm feeling pretty confident.
well, let me tell you a little bit about these 3 that you're going to be getting. The first one's name is, and she talked about the first baby, then the second, who was 2, and then she said the oldest is Lily, and she is 3 years old. So Lily!
I'm gonna say, I'm a fucking soothsayer. What can I say? That is, honestly, that is legendary behavior from me there. Look at these kids having to perform, by the way. Like, they are not enjoying this recording. I don't give a fuck, man. There's no way they're having fun during this recording.
And our little sister's name is... Sadie!
Sit on down, girly!
And with these 2 beautiful girls came our...
Luke. Luke. That is way too normal of a name to be placed alongside everyone else on this screen right here. So, oh yeah, fellas, I want to introduce you to my Nigerian in-laws, Oladeji, Olafemi, and Steve, about this video. We've had enough of this video, man. There's so much more of it, but I don't want to watch any more of this fucking Not Enough Nelson's content. I can feel my brain genuinely rotting from it. It's very overstimulating as well. I feel like my ADHD brain, I'm just watching a bunch of keys dangling in front of me at this point. One more minute of that video, and I would have caught myself buying a period kit. Anyway, I alluded to this earlier, but that big-ass fuck-off castle house that we looked at just a while ago isn't where they actually live, at least currently. They live in Hawaii. Or at least the children live in Hawaii, and they go to school there. But the way that this channel works is that they are shipped off from Hawaii to Utah whenever they need to film content for the channel. So I'm guessing they film videos in bulk, basically, and then just ship the children back to Hawaii when they're done. I think it's online school. Like, it's still Utah online school, but the kids live in Hawaii. Whatever. The specifics don't matter too much. All you need to know is that they moved the children to Hawaii whilst Utah is where they film all the content and where they originally were living. That makes you think, why? Why Hawaii? Why not Utah? It'd be way more convenient if they lived in Utah, filmed the content in Utah. There is no genuine reason as to why you wouldn't want to do that, right? Utah's, I don't know, maybe it's a beautiful place. I actually have no idea about anything regarding Utah other than really weird people are born there every now and then. Sure, there's a lot of normal people from Utah as well, many of which are probably watching this channel. Big up all the Utah people, Utahnians, eucalyptus trees. Either way, I feel like I've got a pretty good idea as to why they have massively inconvenienced their life, and it's not a pleasant theory. For those who don't know, I mentioned Sherry Frankie earlier, but her book and her activism towards family channels, including the very famous quote from the book, there is no ethical or moral family, I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but it's something like that, actually inspired a lot of Utah lawmakers to change the law regarding child influencers in their state, which is fucking crazy now that actual senators and congressmen in Utah are being forced to acknowledge the vapid child exploitation going on consistently in their state. Who, I have no idea what about Utah breeds this exploitation so much. However, with these new laws, I think it's going to become a lot less frequent, which is genuinely amazing, actually. So W Utah, I guess, because these laws, they're not like, they're not like pissy laws or cowardly laws. I think they're really legit and really well written, and I think they're great laws. Let's have a look at them, right? This one's the big one, right? Establishment of trust funds. Parents or guardians of minors who earn $20,000 or more in a calendar year from social media or performing must establish a trust for the child's benefit. The trust ensures that a percentage of the minor's earnings is held until they turn 18. This provision, similar to the famous Coogan law for child performers, addresses concerns over financial exploitation, ensuring that children are not deprived of the money they rightfully earn, which is unreal, right? They're actually legally speaking, ensuring and claiming that children in these videos are the ones earning the money and not the parents. So any money made from these family channels isn't being made by the parents, but also primarily by the children. And I think that's unreal. Because like, one of the biggest problems with these channels is the knowledge that these parents were probably just pocketing every cent that the channel made. But now that's not possible. And I'd be very surprised if anyone argued that this law was like a bad thing. There's a bunch of other ones as well, like employer responsibilities. Content creators and employers who work with minors must establish and maintain detailed records about the minor's earnings, compensated consent, and the funds transferred into the trust. They must also notify the minor's parents or guardians about the earnings and the existence of the trust, particularly when the outcome meets or exceeds $20,000 annually. This ensures that parents and guardians are kept informed of the child's financial activity and have oversight of the management of the trust. You've also got these court-appointed trustees, which is another great aspect to this law. I'm not going to read it, but if you're interested, then go ahead. Oh, this one's huge, by the way. Section 3423504 allows individuals upon turning 18 to request the social media company to delete or edit any social media content that features them as a minor. This provision gives young people the opportunity to regain control over their digital footprint, offering them a chance to remove or revise content that might cause emotional harm or embarrassment in the future. Social media companies must respond to these requests within a specified time frame. My only issue with that is I don't think it should be upon turning 18. I think at any point in their lives, if they want content removed, they should be able to do that legally. I've actually had this quite, I don't know if it's a radical thought or if it's very common and I just think I'm being clever recently, that children are an oppressed group. It's not a fully fleshed out or fully baked thought, so if you think it's stupid, please don't just attack me mindlessly. I'm still thinking it over, reading some books. It's quite an interesting subject, right? And I think that laws like this are part of the reason as to why I think that, because you should not need to turn 18 before you have the right to remove content that features you, even if it's exclusively you. Like if there's a video of yourself as a minor doing doing some embarrassing shit that is causing you emotional harm and you're a 17-year-old, you should be able to get that removed. Don't get me wrong, this is still absolutely a huge step in the right direction, but I think a few more tweaks are needed. And of course, there is legal action for non-compliance, because without that, none of these laws would mean fucking anything. And in another spat of good news, other states are looking to replicate its approach to protect minors in the influencer industry. I mean, this is stellar. Like, this is such good news. We were just talking about Piper Raquel very recently. Stuff like this is sure to prevent cases like that from happening again. Again, I'm sure it's not perfect, but this is going to stop a lot of horrible things from happening prematurely. And as we all know, prevention is always like, that's always the best thing you could do in situations like these, as opposed to fixing a problem once it's begun. Preventing it from happening it's always best case scenario, and this is absolutely gonna, I guess, help with that. So yeah, good news, man. Unfortunately, this family channel have found a way around that and fucked their family off to Hawaii, specifically to avoid these laws that prevent child exploitation. So if that doesn't give you a little bit of a taste of just how fucking disgusting and decrepit this family actually is, like these parents, they are literally upholding their children's lives, massively inconveniencing themselves, mind you, just to avoid child exploitation and abuse laws that are put in place to keep their children safe. In my opinion, that should give you a very good reading as to who these people are morally. Oh shit, if our children live in Utah, we're not allowed to mindlessly, abusively, and exploitatively make money off them? Well, what are we gonna do? Maybe, should we pay them fairly? Nah, fuck it. Let's just move them over to Hawaii. It's fucking grim. Like, it is grim. In my opinion, it's grim. Now, I'm not gonna play too much of this video, but the type of content they were making during this move, and they move a lot. Like, the kids move a lot, and they join a lot of different schools in that. These two kids in particular, I don't know their names. It's Sadie and Navy, I think. They put a video out of them going to school, like their first day at school, because of course they fucking did. But in the video, I'll play a clip right now, I guess. Naz, just be sure to blur it, I suppose. You'll probably have to blur the whole screen, though.
You're right. Wait, what is going on? Wait, no, what? No, we're going to the second. Oh, this is the second. What's the first? No, this is the third.
There you go. I hope you enjoy looking at audio over a bunch of pixels. But it's just them, like, carelessly walking around the school, and you can see every aspect of the school, the inside of it, every room, every fucking nook and cranny. So anyone who knows anything about this area will know exactly what school they're in. All right, let's just broadcast to our 5 million fucking followers where our mega famous exploited children are at all times. Also, the title of that video was Exciting First Date. It's the most boring fucking video you'll ever witness in your life. What is this, by the way? This is a different channel from the normal one. The Nen Fam. Get ready with me, Boyfriend Talk 2026. What is this, man?
In today's video, we're gonna be talking about if we have boyfriends. We're gonna be getting ready while we talk about our boyfriends and...
What is this? Have we not learned anything from children online being exploited? Like the fucking Piper Raquel shit, this is not that far removed from what was going on with her. Doing these kissing challenges and like, talking about our crushes and that. Trying to sort of like, I guess spur on shipping and everything. I guess it's different here because they don't show the potential. Maybe they do. I'm not that tuned into the channel, to be honest. This video's an hour long. What the fuck? Who's watching this whole video?
just kind of what our opinions are. You might be surprised and we're excited. Paisley, yeah? What are you doing?
I'm gonna make some eggs for breakfast.
Okay. Did you see Lily's post?
Oh my gosh, I did. It was literally so cute.
I know.
They're like
oh
the
my
perfect
gosh.
couple.
I am obsessed
It's
with
not
her
even funny.
pictures. I know. It's so cute.
And like also like we just went wedding dress shopping with her.
I know.
And it's like
It's
I'm
like
so
the
excited
time
for
is
your
gonna-
wedding.
I feel, you know what? I feel disgusting watching this video, by the way. Like, I feel as though I feel as though my brain is rotting and I'm gonna be put on some sort of register. Now, you might think that's like an exaggeration, but in my mind, if you're an adult watching these videos, there is nothing in the videos for you. There is no way you can tell me, if you are an adult of sound mind, that you find the editing entertaining, or you find the jokes funny, or the personalities enticing. It's because there are children in it. Like, if these were adults doing this exact same thing, you wouldn't be watching the fucking channel. Like, if you're an adult and you're watching this channel, you're a fucking wrongin', man. Like, is that bad for me to say? Can we agree on that, or am I fucking myself here royally? If you're not on my side, may I remind you that the title of this video is Get Ready With Me, Boyfriend Talk 2026. I love that title. It implies that they do an annual boyfriend talk as well. Like, why would you need to specify that it's 2026? Like it's FIFA or something.
I have a question for you.
What's your question?
Elsie told me you have a boyfriend.
No!
Promise me you would never have a boyfriend until after you graduated from high school.
I never said I had a boyfriend!
Elsie's said you had a boyfriend that you were talking about it on the camera.
She's lying!
You see these wee glances to the camera as well. Like, this whole thing is so unbelievably morbid. Like, I could never imagine having a family like this, man. Imagine having a dad like that. Oh, Benji is such a funny and caring dad. Benji is a fucking scrub is what Benji is. These aren't even clips that I've literally just skipped to random points in this video. Because we're not watching the whole thing, with all due respect.
We all have like our insecurities and we do get jealous of others. And yeah, like I feel like it's like, even if you're not an influencer, like still.
And oh yeah, a lot of people are wondering if I've had my first kiss. I have, but I wouldn't really count it because it's not like.
Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Children and wrong-uns. They're the only people who give a fuck. Fucking Stupid Family Channel. And this is a second, these people are making so much money, by the way. And it's not going to the kids because they've exploited the laws. Not exploited, but dodged them. Oh, here we go. Lovely. A new video of them going to new schools. It's never a good sign when children are constantly moving schools, by the way. Like, it's very, it's very interruptive of like a child's development or their life because they can't really make friends. And that is a trend that we see in family channels, is that the kids never really have friends outside of their family because they don't consistently hang out with anyone and their parents are incredibly controlling and abusive. Like, this is abuse. Let's not fucking forget, family channels are built upon abuse and exploitation. And again, they just show like the whole inside of the school, the whole outside of the school. It's so unself-aware, man. Oh, they blurred this, I guess. That's nice, isn't it?
I know her!
So easy. It's the only reason I actually understood school and wanted to be here. Guys, this is a really funny story. I was at homecoming and I had a girl issue happen and I didn't have my teen emergency kit. Guess who was at that restaurant? Aww. And I said, do you have anything? And she goes,
Miss who? Miss Cock? What the fuck? That censoring makes it look so sinister.
Their school. I'm so excited for them to go to intermediate school. That's such a fun age.
Put your fucking camera away. You're driving, woman. Them blurring the name of the school and that is not gonna help. It'd be like if I blurred one eye of mine to like hide my face. It wouldn't fucking do anything. And then there's, oh my god, there's just a whole ass TikTok of a cameo that they made where the school's name is just straight up on Paisley's shirt. Why are minors on Cameo? There's so many things that are, I'm probably gonna miss out on so many things during this recording because there are just that many things that are wrong with everything about this situation, this family, and their content. Minors should not be on Cameo, and people should not be wanting cameos from minors. Unless they mine coal, or if they're that type of miner, fair enough. They are great members of the community. But hey, maybe you can justify that one with like, it was a cameo, they weren't intending for it to be public, and someone who bought the cameo put it out. It's not really their fault. What about this fucking thumbnail where the kid's school is just on their shirt? It's been blurred out in this picture, but in the original thumbnail, the school is just right there. And they seem to put great emphasis on the fact that the kid is 10 years old as well, which I'm sure is an incredibly moral thing to do. It's going to attract really, really moral members of the public, I think. There's also some anonymous participants explaining some issues with the school, so again, take these with a massive grain of salt because they are completely anonymous and there isn't really any major evidence for these, but we'll read them out. The school's name has obviously been blurred. We will use coconut as a alternative because, and actually no, in honor of Vietnam, we will use broken rice as the alternative. You may no longer be able to see the news about the gas leak, but it was a big deal and many kids got sick and families left the school after that incident as well. Most of the staff who chose to stay at Broken Rice School are Mormon or a part of another conservative church in West Maui. We love HDA and our child goes to the learning hub on the usual at-home days, so that is a 5-day school week for us. Some classes have less than 10 kids now because so many families left. The school also has 2 lawsuits against them currently. Parents who attend the school live in fear that their children will be removed if they speak out about their concerns. There also seems to be a very conscious decision by the leadership to move the school in a more Christian conservative direction. The school was founded and operated for many years as an inclusive and accepting community where all are welcome. That is no longer the case at Broken Rice School. Now let's have a look at some of the physical discipline that these children had to endure at young ages. Or, well, I mean, sad thing is, it's not even that young, but let's just watch the video, eh? This is one of many, I'm not going to sift through their entire fucking channel, but this is one that I found.
You get in trouble with I don't know. I'm not home. First of all, I'm the
I never get in trouble.
You and Luke always get in fights and Mom yells at you guys because you guys get in trouble.
Okay, but at least I don't get in trouble for saying inappropriate things, aka Navy.
Yeah, Navy!
At least I don't get spankings like I'm 3 years old.
Navy gets spankings?
Yeah, I'm not in this anymore. Yesterday she got 4 spankings.
Alright,
Now, me personally, I'm not educated enough in child psychology to determine whether or not any kind of physical discipline is abuse in all cases. I do think, however, 13 and 14, it pretty undeniably is way too old to be spanking a child. I don't condone spanking at any age, but especially at that age, it's like, what the fuck are you doing, man? It's not, I guess, inconceivable to me that there are ethical uses of physical discipline upon children, but in my mind, you want to use the minimum amount of physical force possible, I suppose, which in most cases will be none at all. But if there's truly a situation where you have like no other alternative, then again, minimal force necessary, ideally. I'm sure, I mean, this is not minimal though. Like, there's no way that spanking was fucking necessary. And there's no way this is the only kid being spanked, by the way. Also, neither of these two have their seatbelts on properly. What is with this family and driving horrifically?
I'm not home. First of all, I'm the me, I never get in trouble.
You and Luke always get in fights and Mom yells at you guys because you guys get in trouble.
Okay, but at least I don't get in trouble for saying inappropriate.
If you're gonna record your children, if you're gonna make this whole fucking family channel, then you better just display like some level of morality or self-awareness. Put the seatbelts on correct. Do you not realize how bad it looks on you when your children aren't wearing their fucking seatbelts? What is this, man? This is an entire playlist of the Not Enough Nelson's channel talking about emergency room medical problems. And there's also this 10-minute everyday stretch routine for dancers video, which I'm sure was probably an accident posted by the person who made this playlist. And to make it worse, by the way, there's 15 unavailable videos. What the fuck? So there's like 28 videos that just this person has managed to compile specifically about emergency room medical, really sensitive, deeply personal information about these young children. Like, now the whole world just knows, I guess. And that's just the ones in this playlist that this person's found, by the way. There's probably more. I thought he died. He wasn't breathing. What is this video?
Hey guys, welcome.
Is that really the intro to your almost died story? Or your brother's almost died story? So the kids all have channels as well, and they all upload just as consistently as each other. Jesus, this rabbit hole is so deep, I don't think we'll be able to even scratch the fucking surface in this video. We are barely kissing the surface of the rabbit hole. Or barrel. It's barrel, not rabbit hole. The expression doesn't really make sense there if you just mix them both up. But whatever, you know what I mean here. They must be making... I know I said this already, but they must be making so much money. This is my thing, right? It's like these people... I'm not going to watch any of those fucking emergency room videos. There's no need. There's just no need. But it's so hard for me to, like, feel sorry for these family channels, even if there is a wave of unjust hatred or slander being thrown upon them. It's like recently there was that case of that TikTok video that went viral. I made 2 videos on it on this channel of that dad, in a lot of people's opinions, essaying his kid in that bed, right? That it was a while back, maybe a month ago. I was of the opinion that it wasn't essay and the internet was massively overreacting, which isn't really anything new for the internet. But despite the fact that I genuinely believe in my heart of hearts that this father who wasn't essaying his kid is being accused by the entire world of essaying his kid falsely, I didn't feel bad for him, like, at all. Which is weird, because that is, like, prime situation to feel sympathy for someone for. But in my mind, because these parents are actively trying to become famous, to become celebrities, by embarrassing their children publicly, posting stories about them pissing themselves, exploiting them day in, day out, just hoping one day that a video will go viral, and bang, and they can become the ultra-famous TikTok parents that they've always wanted to be. It's like, fuck you at that point. Any slander, any hate that comes your way is pure karma for trying to be pieces of shit for a living. How about you parent your children correctly and not exploit them? It's really not hard. So quite frankly, I don't give a fuck that you're being falsely accused of. I just don't care. I don't care. Well, obviously I care, but you know what I mean here, right? I care, but I don't feel bad for them because it serves you right. Hopefully this serves as a lesson to not put everything about your children online. And the same thing goes here. As much as I'm sure these people get loads of hatred and it probably very much negatively affects affects them, it's like, go fuck yourself at that point. You are making so much money by abusing these children that you deserve every swath of hate that comes your way. Obviously, I'm not endorsing that people who watch this video go send them hate, but I'm also not about to virtue signal and be like, don't send hate to the people I talk about. I'm not gonna, like, you're fucking adults. Well, some of you are. And if you genuinely felt compelled to, like, comment under an Instagram post calling these parents a bunch of cunts, then I wouldn't attack you for it. If anything, it would actually be a little hypocritical of me to do so because I'm making a whole commentary video on them. So who am I to talk, really? Just to be clear, though, I'm not endorsing it. I'm just not being all virtue signaling and saying, don't do it, otherwise you're not a real fan, right? Well, let's fucking move on. Pretty interesting just how many times these children are going to the ER, by the way. Like, imagine getting brutally injured, almost dying, and the first thing that happens is you get a fucking camera shoved in your face. This is what these children have to live with, man. Like, they break their most kids, if they break their leg, they fall off a tree or something, they think, fuck, this really hurts, gonna go to hospital, it's gonna be horrible, like, the operators, whatever, right? But these children, they have all that worry to think about, but then they also have to think, and I need to perform on camera for this stupid family channel that my parents are forcing me to be a part of, and not even make any money off it because they've sent me over to fucking Hawaii. Sorry, what? What is that? Which one was that? Which one was that? That is the last thing I was expecting her to say on that fucking bed. We're gonna have to cross-reference now, like some CIA shit, by looking at the website. Who was it? That was Sadie. Okay, Sadie. She was, this was 39 weeks ago. Oh, there's another one, I think. What the fuck? She's yelling it there, man. And she posted those on her own story. Well, that first one, at least. That second one, I'm not sure. Maybe it was a leak. But that first one is literally her laying in bed and saying the M-word. For no reason. Like, what's the joke there? Is this what people in Utah are like? Is that even a question? I feel like, yeah. I feel like the answer there is yes, actually. Oh, she apologized for it. Okay. Okay, let's hear her apology.
Around about me, the word that was said in that video is the N-word. It has a very harmful, hurtful, mean history behind it.
This is, by the way, this is how young the audience is, that she is having to explain that the N-word is bad. She is having to explain that the N-word has a negative connotation and history behind it because the audience is so young that they don't know that.
Should never, ever be said. And it is something that is disgusting that I am ashamed to live with for the rest of my life. I hate the fact that I am the reason that somebody out there is hurting, and along with being ignorant and making that stupid choice, I know better, and I've always known better. That is something my parents have always been super, very clear about, that it is never okay at all to say that word.
Bullshit. This fucking apology. Pause! Why is it not pausing? Reddit. Fuck me. Work on your playback feature. This video was definitely like an operation from the parents to be like, fuck, this reflects really badly on us. Make sure to stress in your apology video that we do not endorse this and we have nothing to do with your frivolous use of the N-word, right? This is all you. We are not responsible in the slightest, right? You need to bear every single ounce of responsibility for this incident. Which, like, yeah, she does need to be responsible for this. She's old enough to know better, but, like, there's no way the parents have nothing to do. There is no way the parents regularly tell these children, or by the way, what's for dinner today? We have pork shoulder and spaghetti. By the way, don't say the N-word. I think that's bollocks. I think they just told her to say that because they know that this reflects badly on them as well.
Racism is not taken lightly and should never be taken lightly. I'm not going to run away from it. This is something that I need to take full responsibility for. I am going to keep learning and going to keep working to be better because I want to show with my actions and not just my words. I know I've let people down in my family, my loved ones, people that have supported me, fans. I know that I have let more people down than I could ever imagine. And I hope that each and every one of you know that there's not one day that I won't do something to make up for the lack of responsibility and care and kindness that I had that day. I have no words other than I am so sorry, and that it is an offensive, hurtful thing, and that I will never, ever say that word again. And I really hope I can make it up to the people that I've hurt, and all I can say again is that I am really, really sorry.
I guess you can all make of that what you will. I don't know. It's all just so weird. I'm still hung up on what this video is, though. Like, that second one, I understand the context more. They're at this party or, like, I don't know, it's raucous situation, and she just very ignorantly says the N-word. But this first one, it's like, what is that? What is that? And she's recording that. That's something she posted herself, right? It's someone that no one, she wasn't hacked or, like, what the fuck? I just don't get it. I really don't get it. This is, like, the weirdest N-word scandal of all human history. Obviously, for most usages of, like, I don't know, white people saying the N-word online, there's no good reason for them doing it. But there is a reason. Like, at least there's a reason in most cases. But this one here, there's nothing. I don't understand. It's fucking hilarious. Oh no. Wait, is this an Instagram account that just posts white people saying the N-word? It is. It totally is. Oh my god. This is insane. It comes too easy. Cam. Yo, big up Cam. This is an incredible Instagram account. Right, who said the N-word? Kayla Malik. We talked about her very recently, didn't we? We don't like her on this channel.
Today we're making Arby's French fries. Arby's French fries in a preheating to 425.
Yo, that's so mad. That's fucking crazy, man. And she apologized for that. Okay, she did. All right, she did apologize for it. And she was 14 in that video. Okay, that's important. That's important context. Let's be fair here.
She had what's called meth hands, which means if she's been around methamphetamines.
What is? Is this what? I'm lost for words here. I'm a fucking commentary channel. My job is to talk, and I'm lost for words. Has she been around methamphetamines, or is that just a comparison you've come up with for no apparent reason?
So tight clenched hands, and they told me that was from methamphetamines in her system. And
what?
So I found out kind of the story. Going into too much detail, she was in a hotel room.
Don't go into any detail. What? We shouldn't know this. This is her story to tell. Is this not way too sensitive for us to be told about a fucking young child who doesn't have the capability to consent? This also went pretty big. There's a TikToker who basically made a bunch of videos accusing Paisley Nelson of being like a huge bully at the school that she goes to, which obviously if you're raising children who bully in school, you're probably doing something wrong, which, I mean, let's be real here, they're definitely doing something wrong, not only by virtue of them being a family channel, but also by virtue of having 15 fucking children. Like I said before, it's impossible to give your undivided attention to each and every one fairly. Sorry, I was wrong. It's 16 children. I genuinely forget sometimes.
Paisley Nelson is so rude in real life, and I'm telling you guys all about it. Story time. Make sure to comment down FYP and make sure to follow, because I'm trying to become the next biggest influencer because Paisley Nelson is rude. And yes, for everybody asking, this story is true. Some influencers act so sweet online, but then you meet them in real life and they are not who they say they are. I met Paisley at this influencer event and I thought she was going to be the sweetest person ever. Mind you, this is an influencer event. You're supposed to be talking to influencers, gaining... Immediately, but you know what? I really don't mean to be a dick, but I immediately despise the fucking vibe of this. Hello everyone, today I'm going to be telling you this horrific story of how I got bullied by someone. Make sure to comment FYP or whatever she said. Anyway, let's hear what the bullying is, and I don't know, hopefully some evidence behind it as well. Although based on the vibe that I'm getting here, I highly doubt we're getting any evidence. Friends on TikTok, and she was with her friends, so I walked up to her and I was like talking to her, telling her that my goal was to become an influencer, any YouTuber. And she basically followed me on TikTok, and then she was like giggling with her friends. The giggling and the laughing was the first time, like she was like whispering with her friends, like giggling and laughing when they saw my account, because I only have a little bit of followers, as you guys could see. But on my main account, guys, I had 32,000 followers, so that's how I was at this event. But unfortunately, I have to start over with this account, so follow it to be an OG. So I thought maybe I was just overthinking it. I was happy that she followed me, and I went home telling my friend, because my friend's a big fan of Nana Nelson's, her family channel on YouTube. So I go to show my friend that Paisley Nelson followed me. I'm all excited, and I realized that she unfollowed me right after I left the event. Because I don't have a lot of followers, I'm assuming, but she unfollowed me right after, which is just super weird and rude of her. And that's why I'm trying to gain more followers and become the next biggest influencer of 2026, because I would never treat my followers like that. This is the shittest video I've ever seen. Oh my god. That is the shittest video I've ever seen in my life, man. She followed you and then unfollowing someone is not rude. You're the rude one for going up to someone that you've never met before and demanding that they follow you on TikTok based on nothing. Like, you've done nothing to deserve a follow from said person. That's just them following you so that you'll fuck off and then unfollowing you when you leave. It's like a completely normal thing for them to do. It's not rude, man. You are the villain in this story that you don't even have any evidence for, by the way. What is this virtue signal-y shit? Oh, I would never treat my followers like that. Shut up, man. What is this? Oh no. Look, what is this latest video she's made? Me because I have beef with Piper Raquel. Follow me because I'm better. Oh, this is pathetic. This is just pathetic. Hi, I'm Deja's cousin trying to become an influencer.
follow to be an OG. And then someone's asked Desha if that's their cousin, and they replied, no, bruh. Is this just a troll account? Because this is actually quite funny. Oh my god, they've done this so many times. I'm Desha's cousin. And there's so many of these. Oh my god, bro.
Paisley Nelson is so mean. I'm telling you guys all about it. And yes, this is the truth.
This is not a real TikTok account, man. This is insanity. This is the internet, man. This is just... She has 8 videos on Paisley Nelson, by the way, and we're gonna watch all of them. We're not. Let's watch a little bit, though. I want to watch a little bit more, because I'm really intrigued now.
Why should be the next biggest influencer of 2026? Make sure to follow, interact with this post, and comment down FYP. That's literally my biggest dream. First off, I don't know if you guys saw my recent videos, but Paisley Nelson, when I met, she's a super big YouTuber with a lot of followers, and she treated me so bad just because I only had a little bit of followers. And it's so sad because so many little girls support her, and she doesn't even care about them. Literally, when I met her, she literally ignored me and unfollowed me. That's why I'm trying to become the next biggest influencer of 2026, one that actually cares about my followers and loves you. You guys do not know how many times I've tried to become an influencer. I have like 9 different accounts. I've been a girl with low followers, and I could literally relate to you guys and help you guys grow with me. I also have Snapchat group chats for all of my followers so that we could all grow together and talk and chit chat.
Look, okay, look, I don't want to shit on her too much because she's a kid, right? She's 18 years old, but like, fuck me, is this funny? Like, you can't deny that this is fucking hilarious. And also, like, I don't know, it's such bollocks. It's one of them things where I'm genuinely wondering if she's being satire. I just can't take... I'm gonna be the only influencer that cares about their followers. We're best friends. This is like textbook. Not even textbook. It's so obvious. You don't even need to put it in the fucking textbook. Like parasocial, weirdo influencer behavior. Except there's no one to be parasocial with here. Like, this girl has fuck all followers or influence. You're giving Natalie Reynolds. Honestly, yeah, that's pretty apt comparison there.
Paisley Nelson is so mean, and I'll tell you guys a whole story about it. She's been trying to block me out of telling this story by getting my TikTok account with 32K shadow banned. Well, I'm back here again, and follow to become an OG. Follow to hear the truth, and comment down FYP. Everybody needs to know the truth about Paisley Nelson and how mean she really is. You see this nice girl online, you think, oh, she's so sweet. I'm gonna make a fan page. I'm gonna watch all her videos. I'm gonna watch Not Enough Nelson. You don't know the truth, how she really acts in real life. I met Paisley Nelson at an influencer event. Influencer event, you're gonna want to make friends. You're gonna want to go up to influencers, ask them to follow you, ask them to become mutuals, ask them for tips. I asked her for tips, and I asked her, you could follow me, we could become mutuals on here.
Does she just tell this same story in every video that she's made? Oh my god, it's so funny. This has actually made my day, man. You said this about Embry to Who Is Next. So does she just have a history of calling random female influencers mean online? Is it the same story about her being unfollowed every time as well? She just makes these videos constantly and just repeats the same thing until one bangs, and this one happened to bang. It's got over 250,000 likes.
You're gonna want to make friends, you know? She saw my account, she followed me, but she was giggling with her friends, like giggling, whispering, you know.
This is the whole video. It's the whole thing. It's just a repeat of the same story that we've already heard.
When someone's giggling and whispering, but you have a bad feeling about that they're laughing at you and that they're talking about you even though you don't know. So I didn't want to overthink it. I was like, maybe I'm just overthinking it. Which means new influencer, so that's why I'm auditioning to become the next biggest influencer of 2026. One that you will meet, and I will make TikToks with you. I will say hi to you. I will treat you as a friend because you guys are my friends. I will recognize your faces on here. I will recognize your names. You guys are not just fans. You guys are my friends. I don't want you guys, after seeing how Paisley Nelson treated me, I don't want you guys to ever have to go through that. So I think we need to make new people the big influencers. And also, the fact that Paisley Nelson saw my video on my main account with 32K, I have to start over on here, so this is a whole refresh. So this is your chance to be an OG. She basically got my account shadow banned, so I'm not getting views on there anymore. She got my account shadow. She definitely fucking didn't, by the way. Your content just stinks, mate. No one wants to watch you. That's why it's not shadow banned. You always hear YouTubers say that, by the way. I hear so many YouTubers talk about how their like videos have been shadow banned or whatever. And that's why you get people saying things like pornography. Because in their mind, it's like, no, my videos are amazing. The only reason why I'm not cracking 1 million views every video is because YouTube's silly censoring my videos for saying porn or whatever. When realistically, I've been saying porn, I've been swearing, I don't censor my fucking words, I don't use these stupid TikTok language or whatever, and my channel's doing just fine. If you're being censored in your opinion because of using those words, I'm sorry to break it to you, but more likely than not, your content just sucks and no one wants to watch you. So instead of meaningless, banal changes like censoring words or using stupidness like pornography, just make better fucking content. Or quit. In fact, fuck the former. Yeah, just quit. Sorry. It might be a little, I don't know, is that a little too far? Paisley Nelson responded it for me calling her out for being rude. And of course, she denied it, saying, hey, this isn't true. Hey, it is. And I had witnesses with me.
Paisley oh no, Paisley. You responding is the worst possible thing you could have done, because all you've done is give her ammunition to make 15 more fucking videos on you.
And you're actually really rude, and it's sick that you're tricking your fans into thinking you're a sweet, nice little YouTube girl. I don't know which part you think is untrue. The part about you unfollowing me, the part about you being mean and like giggling with your friends. I don't know if you remember me because this is a completely different account, BTW. As I said,
I don't even know if the story's real. Like, I don't even know if the story is... I don't think it matters either way. I think it would actually be really funny if the story itself is made up as well. This is one of the people where, like, as much as they're being really pathetic, I honestly almost respect, like, the pure shithousery going on here. I hope you know what I mean by that. It's just so... It's just... I don't know. There's no word for it. It's indescribable. Like, the whole accusation of you were laughing with your... It's like, are we not allowed to laugh with our friends anymore? Do I just need to be depressed the whole time?
Paisley Nelson is so mean. She's not who you think she is.
I wonder, how much do you want to bet this is the exact same fucking story that we've heard a billion times already?
Oh, and calm it down, FYP, so everyone knows. Because you see this girl online called Paisley Nelson, you think she's sweet, she thinks she's nice. She's not. You see these people online, you think they're sweet, you think they're nice. No.
You've just said the same thing. You've just said the same fucking thing again and again. Is this video a minute long? I guess that explains it. Alright, you know what? The video's not playing. TikTok's fucked up on my screen, and I think that's for the best. We're gonna skip part. We're not watching these videos, man. There you go. That's the little side caveats finished. Now you understand whatever this drama was. Yep, nice one. I mean, that was literally just one of the kids punching the other ones. This is what happens when they don't get enough attention.
Is the UK like Australia?
Good education for multi-fucking millionaires who can afford the best education in the country. Is the UK like Australia?
Because I want to go to I just want to go out of the country. I want to go to like New York, Paris.
Wait, isn't New York in the country?
Maybe, I don't know.
I think it is.
Wait, but I've never been there.
Wait, guys, we really need to go back to school.
Is this rage bait? There's no way. Come on now. There's no way that's real. Okay, I guess the last thing I want to cover, which worries me a little bit particularly, is that these people do have a history of falsely, I guess, copyright claiming people who make videos on them. Most notably, there's a channel of ex-Mormons who reacts to sort of religious-based content conflicting with influencer-type culture, I suppose. It'll make sense when we look at it. It's this channel here. Here we go. Jordan and McKay. Viral Virtue is the name of the channel. They've deep dive channels like Ballerina Farm, basically every family channel from Utah that is Mormon, which there are so many of, as we are all aware. And they made quite a successful career doing this, and one of their most popular videos is them reacting to the Not Enough Nelsons YouTube channel. We're gonna have a look at some of this video because it covers some of the stuff that we've not talked about, actually. And then we're gonna talk about the legal battle they had to go through with Not Enough Nelsons, who weren't very happy that they got critiqued fairly.
YouTubers to cover this issue. Josh has covered them at length as well.
Yeah, and this video is kind of born of the video that Josh did about them. This was more recent. He watched one that was about 11 months ago, almost a year ago. This is more recent with a different kid who seems like she's older. But this is the talk. It's kind of funny because I'll throw both of the videos up there. The bottom one is the old one. The top one is the new one. It's the same thumbnail. They just recycle. So I guess I'm anticipating that this is pretty much the same video, just with a different kid. But anyway.
So yeah, this is, and I know that their stands are going to come over here and be like, they're good people. I'm like, that's fine. But again, bottom line here is we're exploiting children. And the second thing is, like, we're talking about the sex talk, okay? Like, these people are giving their child the sex talk on a YouTube video in a public place if it was, like, the last one.
Like, very public.
Like a restaurant.
Yeah, and not even that, but the internet is the most public venue that you could find. So
let's jump in.
Yeah.
We are going to be doing the talk with another one of our kiddos. It dawned on me that
that maybe that video was a little inappropriate. I hope is what she's going to say.
Oh, you know. She did her talk. It wasn't really the full shebang. It was a little bit creepy.
Oh, so I'm going to re-give her the talk so that we can get more views.
Yeah, because it got a lot of clicks last time.
Got a lot of clicks last time.
Back and forth with her birth mom.
Oh, that's so true, by the way. Like, you've given your kid the talk on camera, which there's no it's just so frustrating. And instead of circling back because you got a lot of fair criticism for doing so, like maybe this is not an issue or a talk that should be publicized for millions of people to see, it's done well for you because a bunch of sickos have watched it because they're curious to what it would be like. I guess it was an outlier and your child did better than most of your videos do, so you decided to Hollywood it up and make a fucking sequel. And with this shitty excuse of, you know what, I did a bad job giving them the talk, so I'm gonna give them another one this time. It's like, fuck you, man.
Looks a lot like something we call a meshment. Look it up.
Look it up. I'll probably throw the definition up there.
So I'm gonna get ready, making the invite. I'm gonna leave it on her bed for when she gets home from school, and then in a couple
I'll probably
days we
scrub if
will
there's,
go
like,
and
long annoying
have
shit.
the talk.
Enmeshment, okay. This is interesting. Enmeshment is a concept in psychology and psychotherapy introduced by Salvador Minuchin to describe families where personal boundaries are diffused, subsystems undifferentiated, and over-concern for others leads to a loss of autonomous development. Yeah, that sounds about par for the course for these channels. This is what I like about these, sort of like ex-Mormons, or I guess like ex-anything that are reacting to current whatever the fuck. You get the idea here. People who are qualified. I like listening to people who are qualified. I don't know why I try to rosy that up and talk all eloquently. I like people who are qualified when they talk about the things they are qualified in talking about, because you learn very interesting things that you wouldn't otherwise learn.
This is a video.
He's making a
So in
commitment.
a few years, when a boy starts wanting to date you, we're gonna pull this out. We're gonna show you.
Yeah.
All the boys are gonna.
Oh, so that's a justification.
That's a yikes.
This is a little gross.
That's a yikes. Don't worry, Dad. He will already have seen it.
Hang out with you.
Yeah, I mean, they do. They love talking about dating and boyfriends, don't they? Even back, they've not changed. They haven't changed at all. They've not learned anything.
I don't know how that conversation went. She explained a lot, and it looked like the girl, I don't remember what her name, did not look like there was a lot of conversation going on. It looked like...
No, it wasn't. She was just talking to her for the camera, and she was probably saying, like, oh, just look interested and laugh a bit so that it looks good for the video. Like, it could have genuinely just been that. And this is all just so performative, because she's definitely doing this hoping, like, oh, this is gonna look so good. People are gonna comment calling me such a good mum for this talk here. It's all just so alien to me. Like, the concept of treating human beings like this for compliments by strangers online. They filed a copyright strike for what was an undeniably quite tame video, in fact. So if they watch this one, I'm fucked.
We did a reaction video to that, and I will admit, we went pretty hard.
They really didn't, though. They really didn't go hard. I thought they were very fair and very reasonable, that video.
We got a email from YouTube. You know, I would probably feel bad, but the way they went about this is kind of awkward.
Okay, one thing I want to add before we did this. For this video in particular, they were giving the sex talk to an older child, but this child was still under the age of 18, obviously. It was not feasible for us to be able to react to this video and blur that minor child's face for the entire time. Now, that was something that we could not do at the time technologically, and that might have been something that we would probably do different going around. But the same point still stands, that just because you can see what this child looks like on our channel...
Is that the excuse they gave? Is that the child was being shown without their face blood or whatever? Which is such bullshit, because if that's enough to get a video taken down, then your whole channel needs to be fucking taken down. Like, that's such a load of shit, man. If you realize that it's wrong for your kid's face to be shown online, then blur your kid's face or don't show them online. Surely that should be a massive wake-up call that you shouldn't be doing such a thing.
On both of these videos, which she reported to YouTube, I and my minor children appear in talking about sensitive subjects, and I have edited the videos as to not make my minor children embarrassed. However, in these videos, in the videos I have submitted copyright claims for the channel owners are commenting mean and hurtful things about me and my children in the entire video. I have so far been able to not let my children see these hurtful videos, but my child was shown these videos last week by someone at school. Our entire video is on screen the entire time during these videos. My minor children are talked about in derogatory ways, as is their parents.
No, they're not. The fucking children are not talked in derogatory ways. At all. They didn't make any attacks towards the kids. The attacks and critiques were against you for being shitty parents. If you don't want this to happen, if you don't want things like this to happen, don't put your fucking kids online. Oh my god, this boils my blood when people are this fucking entitled and stupid. This is what happens when you make a living off of abusing and exploiting your fucking children. People make videos about it. You have to either deal with that or stop doing it. You fucking idiot.
We did not talk derogatory about a child.
We would never do that.
I do not give permission to these channels to have my entire video with my minor children displayed for their bullying and making fun of our special moments, talking about delicate things such as this. It is causing my child very much distress, and this bullying should not be allowed. If they cannot be taken down by copyright issues, I am wondering if you can further direct me as to how I can get my entire videos with my minor children being made fun of taken down. Is it okay that they show the entire video with me and my other children on their channel? Is there no copyright laws being violated in that? I look forward to your help.
They never even show the entire video, by the way. It was just clips. But also, yeah, I mean, the hypocrisy is blaring. It's very obvious why she's wrong here and why she's unbelievably fucking stupid here. It's like rule one of posting anything to the internet. You put these videos out, they have millions of views. That intimate moment is no longer intimate or private. You've shown it to millions of fucking people. Sorry, guys, but you are not the victim here. I'll tell you what, though, I understand the frustration. Like, you don't want your kids to be bullied. It's very bad. It's causing a lot of distress. That makes total sense. I think you're actually coming to see the light a bit. So you know what the best thing you could do to prevent this from happening in the future? Stop showing and exploiting your kids, your children, online, because you wants to become celebrities. It's a wild pipe dream at this point, though, because ever since this has happened, they've only doubled down on showing their kids online. Now the kids have channels. Now they have like 15 different channels where they make unbelievably high amounts of income. And now they sell period things. Forgot what they're period bags, I guess. I fucking detest this channel, man. It's so, not only are they disgusting and stupid, but they're also cringe, and that's the worst part.
I would have been moved, and maybe there could have been a conversation, but she went directly to YouTube with some claims that are unverifiable.
And here's my thing, okay? She's embarrassed that we reacted to this content because they're talking about delicate and sensitive things. Here's the deal, Tiffany. Don't put you talking with your children in public, recording it, talking about sensitive and delicate things, and then place it on the internet. Because then we wouldn't react to it. But guess what? Your kids friends could just as easily pull up your video and be like, here's your mom talking to you about sex.
Yeah.
You set this up. And if you don't want this information out on the internet, you don't put it out there. That's easily what it comes down to. I will say, if they approached us about it directly, I would have been open to having a conversation about it. And if it was a productive conversation, I would have been open to taking it down. However, when you go about it in a roundabout way and just try to get our shit taken down because you don't understand copyright law,
YouTube.
That's different. Because at the end of the day, there was a variety of people that agreed on that video that there's something wrong with it. And when you put shit out on the internet, you're going to get criticized for it.
I like that shit, man. Well, I fucking like that. Good channel. These two, they're good people, man. They're way easier to watch than whatever the fuck the Nelsons are doing. Geoli ma to that girl. I think that means like slay it girl in Vietnamese. I heard a bunch of Gen Zers saying it to each other, and I tried using it on someone, and they seemed to be quite amused by it. Same thing goes to all the Vietnamese people watching this video. Geoli ma to all of you. Also, ban dep qua. Fuck, I'm really trying my best here. It's such a hard language. Or should I say, Dien Viet Ho qua? Probably shouldn't have said that, actually, because now I'm gonna get bullied by my Vietnamese audience. If I have any Vietnamese audience, which I'm sure to find out now. So funny, by the way. I've been noticed more here than any other country I've ever gone to. Not because I'm a YouTuber, but just because I'm unique looking. Like, we went to a theme park the other day and people were just asking for pictures with me. Anyway, I think that's pretty much all we have to say about this topic and the people in this video. I think final verdict, there's definitely enough Nelsons. But hey man, if you disagree with me, be sure to tell me why in the comments. But regardless of all that, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, post a comment, whether it's negative or positive, and I will catch you all in the next one. Damn yet.